Howdy. Hold on. I gotta go all the way to the top and start telling everybody hi. Chipper, hello. Just Ate, hello. Rob Panis, hello. Self, hello. Uncle Al, hello. He stepped out. Boski, hello. Hello, wife. That's her. BG Prepper, hello. Frank Burns, hello. Dun, 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 dun. We'll give it a minute or 3 or 4 or whatever. Mini 14, price-wise to an SKS. Get the SKS. I like the Mini 14. It's really a cool rifle, but the $1,000 for a gun, no, no. Hey, LS. Hello, Isaac. Tell all the Cubby Scouts hello. What's their troop name? I'll shout them out. Mini 14. Yeah, in the black steel or blue steel or whatever, but the stainless steel, if you're gonna buy one, might as well get the stainless steel. Personal opinion. Hey, BG Prepper. I was out there. I was playing with my canoe a little bit. I have to back up. I have to unweld some stuff and change it because I was working on one part, and the part that I'd done, the last piece I'd done, I was like, wait, if I do this, then it'll make it this much better. So, yeah, sorry. Back to the editing portion of making the canoe. It's going to be way better than the other one. So, anyway, the Mini 14 is cooler than, but I don't think you can go wrong with the SKS. But if you're looking for an American-made gun or whatever, that's definitely an option. Hey, Sid Dead. I edited it or nothing, but I just did a video for you. The SS Minnow will sail again. It's going to be, I'm hoping this thing turns out well enough to where I can like use it a lot, honestly. It'll fit in the back of my truck and it'll keep me above the water and I can fish out of it safely. It's going to be going to the water a bunch this summer, spring and summer. Killdeer, I didn't see you step in. Wait, what's that administrator stuff I was going to do? Can't remember. Wasn't all that important. Oh, the survey. I was going to look at the survey. See where we're at on the survey here. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Man, it's like super fast right here. Hey, it says I'm live. And my thumbnail is me scratching my nose. Yay, me. I have 46 votes. I have 4% gloom and doom, 72% bushcrafting and survival, 9% catching and how-to cooking, and 15% fluffy kitten videos. So, fluffy kitten videos it is. And no, Chip, we cannot do catching cooks on fluffy kittens. There's that whole PETA thing or whatever, PETA, whatever, the people that come out and like hurt you for hurting animals. I got a guy wanting me to do a thing about Christmas.
What poll?
If you go to my channel, Rob, go to the community section. I've got a couple of polls up there. You just click on the community section and scroll down. I made it to the big boy leagues. They gave me a community section, and I post silly stuff up. Like there's one poll is what is the worst possible food to be forced to eat in Tiawaki? That's like my personal favorite. And I knew sooner or later that number 4 would start gaining ground. And anyway, but that was just a test to see if anybody actually went to my community section. And this, the what type of video would you like to see on my channel? That was sort of serious. I was really scared to put the fluffy kitten video up there because I didn't want to have to go get another cat. So, yeah, there's that. But you can go to my community section and vote on it, comment, whatever. I may do some gloom and doom. It's just every once in a while if something comes up where I need to do a gloom and doom, I'll do it. But I have more fun with the bushcrafting and catching and cooking stuff anyway. So, yeah, probably. What other stuff was I going to talk about? There was stuff I wanted to talk about my channel, what I was going to do with it and stuff. I don't know, any of y'all that's been following me for any length of time at all knows that I've been debating with myself over whether or not to really go in and apply myself to the channel instead of just clicking on stream live now or whatever and sitting here and talking to y'all and occasionally videoing stuff. I found a whole bunch more video of me and the boy out there gutting that hog, and I don't know if I can put it on YouTube. So yeah, it's always pretty funny. I'll try to knock something together that I can put over on Patreon. That's the other thing. That's what it is. Okay. Call me a sellout if you want to or whatever. Because I don't have time to try to make money out in the world and then come back and spend it on making videos. What BGS? Yes, I'm on Patreon. And if you go to my same thing, if you go to my channel page and up there where it says We Each Seek Survival, there's a little deal. There's a little window there that says Help Out. That's my PayPal, and right next to it is a little symbol that says Patreon. I'm going to start, if you look in the description of my video, of my videos, I will be putting my PayPal and a link to my Patreon channel. I tried to work on it today, Chip, but seriously, you couldn't see outside. It was you could barely breathe. Like my chest just stopped up from being. I was only out there for when I went out there and hung the hammock. I went over there and tried to work on it. I was out there for maybe 45 minutes, and the dust that blows here isn't sand. It's real fine silicate, and you just don't want to be out in dust storms here. So that more people die of stomach and lung cancer caused by dust in Texas than anything else. So there you go. I imagine so. I did not mean to live stream earlier today. But anyway, anyway, you can support my channel through the PayPal. You can support my channel through Patreon. And the more return I get from the effort I put into the YouTube or whatever, I made 3 YouTube videos today. Like literally went and deliberately worked on making 4 YouTube videos today. Exhausted myself actually, but Mrs. West is supportive of me doing this if I can prove there's a return on my investment of time and stuff. So she's supportive of my hobby, but she's supportive of me turning my hobby into something more if I can prove that I can turn it into something more. So there. I had to make a decision. Me and Chip were talking about this, that I have to decide whether or not it's going to be a hobby or whether I'm going to do something. And if you can make a living doing your hobby, why not? And it just really makes sense. And the noise in the background is a video game. I don't know if she's playing zombies or something in it. Or you can boom the chat. Yes. Sid's dad, thank you very much. Nobody needs to put themselves in a bond. But thanks, sir. Dude, I really like that kit. I started a fire in my den a while ago. I tried to put it out and then I had 2 fires. Don't tell them. And that's the thing. The people on Patreon get to see my videos before everybody else. That's the bonus. You get a heads up. Now, here's the thing. If you come over and pledge your $1 or whatever, and then you dump it at the end of the month, and then you come back a couple times, I put the stuff on Patreon for the people that pay, and then I put it public on Patreon for anybody that wants to come over, and then I put it on YouTube, and that seems fair. I don't think Patreon should necessarily be exclusive, but I think that it should, if somebody's supporting what you're doing, if somebody's coughing up money, money doesn't grow on trees, then they should get something for it. And there we go. I would imagine so, Dad. Come to think of it, y'all do not. Somebody later in the chat remind me that I've got tomorrow's lunch out there thawing out. It's Rob Pennis's favorite. It's goat. We're gonna have goat meat tomorrow because doing it just because we love Rob and Rob loves goat. It's like his favorite food. If you want to send Rob like goat bacon, he likes goat bacon. West Wind. Boom, bitty, boom, boom. I still got a lighter. Watch this, folks. I can blind all y'all. I can blind y'all all day long. Uh, Rob's the only Texan I know that don't like to eat goat. Well, yeah, he's the only Texan I know that don't like to eat goat. My wife even likes to eat goat. And y'all keep Sweet Pea and Yeti in your thoughts and prayers. They have located a residence, and they need to rectify his vehicular trouble before they get over there. And then stuff. They don't have to move into the city or the town or none of that stuff. And they have room for animals and a garden. They're like, boom, it gives us another location to go to and stuff. So, yeah. Anyhow. Now, who else did I miss?
Yeah. Yeah, you said that.
Well, I saw that coming, but there's three, I see three $10 things. Dad did it twice, or I think. Dad, do you mean do that twice? Anyway. Woohoo! Party time, yeah. Party at our house, not. Bring your own beer and your own goat, Rob. That I already told her which was up this time. I'm moving my YouTube studio up in there. So, and we finally get our pantry. So, anyway, it's all good. Okay, Dad, have a good night. We'll check you out later. Anyway, I don't know if I said everything I wanted to say about on my whatever. This chat is actually supposed to be about food, getting the food stuffs together. Been doing everything, prepping and survival and camping and all that stuff. I've always done it on a budget. I mean a tight budget. I'm not talking, well, we make $100,000 a year and we can spend 20 of it on this or that. The best year we've ever had as a couple, between the two of us, we're making 56 one year, but that was a while back. So, and I had several good years when I was working for myself when I was younger, but that's then. This is now. Yes, we're going to pass me off as a fluffy kitten. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, budget, what's that? That's a thing that we're supposed to all work to go towards. Hey, Daniel, I'm going to send you some COD goats, man. Okay? Just pay the postage and they're yours. Yeah, that'll happen. Still not sure if it's a good bet to get pigs again. Yeah, I think so. I think she's finally decided that pigs taste good. But anyway, food storage. How to get ahead of your pantry. There's a bunch of ways, but the biggest thing is you got to find out what you keep in your pantry. Inventory your life. And you don't have to track everything to the penny for the next four weeks and then decide what you're going to do. You know what you spent last week. You know what you spent a few weeks ago. You know how much you were buying. Figure it out. Say, okay, I know we eat this much, this much, this much. Just seriously, just like on the other video, just buy more than you need each week. Put it up. Have a pantry. A pantry doesn't have to be this big fancy thing with lazy Susans and you load from the back and the cans go roll down automatically to the front and stuff. One of those would be really cool, but all that shelving and mechanisms and stuff like that takes up space. What you want the space in your pantry to be consumed with is food. So, Uncle Al, yeah, pantry. There's the wall between the pantry and one of the closets in that bedroom is going to get a hole in it. And we will load the pantry from one door and we will eat out of the pantry from the other door. But yet another use for old barrels. Just make some little troughs. I may actually buy the plastic to do it. I don't know. Haven't decided. But shelves, you put the canned goods on this end, push them to the front. And when you're getting ready to go to the grocery store, you go to the back door. Anything that moves, you buy those. And then you've got all your canned goods. This is our goal for our food storage. We're not there yet. But it's a goal. I've set a goal for where I want to be with my food preps. And boom, you've got to, storage takes space. If you get your standard 6 or 7 inch tote, hideaway tote that goes under your bed, you fill it up with vacuum packed rice and beans and stuff. I mean, what are you keeping under your bed anyway? I mean, dust bunnies?
You don't want it.
You don't want to know exactly. What's it get? There you go, Chipper.
Moore said last weekend he canned beef. This weekend he's canning chicken.
Yeah, and see that one of the best investments we ever made was that canner, which I'm not putting a cork in that hole. I'm going to find the right thing. Or don't bring up that cork in the safety valve again. That just no.
Wasn't that Chipper?
That was Chipper, yeah. Put a cork in it.
He's your friend.
He just wants me to be doing a canning video and have the kitchen explode. He's like, cool.
As long as you're videoing it.
That's exactly it. Can you do that again? Could you make a gasoline burner out in the garage? We could take care of that one too. Which actually I have the stuff. I'm thinking about building a improvised wood burning stove. You can do that. It's legal. But again, that video, when I make it, you're going to have to go to the other channel to see it soon. This is Costco got pizza too. That's one of a lot of people, they're like, oh, I've got 3 freezers full of meat. How long is that generator going to keep them freezers going? And I don't care how quiet your generator is, somebody's going to hear it. If, the quieter it gets, the louder noise gets. So something that ordinarily nobody would pay any attention to is going to be deafeningly loud. A generator that you wouldn't have been able to hear a mile away will be noticeable 2 or 3 miles away. Because that's their body's going to be lit, their brain's going to be listening to it. Wait, is that the sound of a gasoline engine? Gasoline engine means somebody's got something going their way. That means they've got more than us. Giant bullseye. So yeah. And it's so easy to can meat. It's not. I showed y'all my canned sausage, which I got to quit getting it. That's supposed to be prep food. I keep eating it.
What?
The canned sausage is good. I done ate 2 jars of it. I should probably hide the rest of that or something.
I think I'm going to go ahead and order that wheat from that company that has those bags of them.
Oh, yeah, since you're...
They guarantee that it'll make sprouts and everything. So
make sprouts so we can plant it. I mean, and that's if we can get something like that. And if it's going to sprout, it'll grow. So we can actually, after we get it, we can grow our own wheat. Theoretically. That's something that a lot of people don't realize. Kids really do come into their parents' house and go grocery shopping there. We never had a whole lot of trouble with that. We had some. They didn't really call it grocery shopping. They just showed up and headed straight for the refrigerator. And what was this thing to do? Turn up the milk and drink it gone? Yep. He'd be like, okay, I got to go. I'll see y'all later. Y'all are out of milk. We just bought a gallon of milk. Well, it's gone now. But canning is the initial expense is a little high, but the jars are recyclable. The rings are recyclable. If you buy the right ones, you can reuse the lids. So, yeah. Canning's a good plan. That ring, all it does is hold that lid on there to where it can form a seal. That's it. But you need to know how to do it. And like I want to get a better wood burning stove than the one we have, so I can try to can on the wood burning stove to see if I can maintain the temperature and the pressure and all that stuff. See what it takes to maintain the pressure in the wood burning stove, to see if it's even feasible to do it that way, or if I would need to do it on a fire ring instead of the stove. See if it would be something that I needed to do. Well, I would have to do open air as opposed to trying to do it on the stove. Because you've got to keep the water boiling to keep the pressure up, because it's not just the temperature that you're using. You're using the overpressure to eliminate the possibility of bacteria and stuff like that from being in your food. You're using heat and pressure to store your food, to cook and store your food. That's what you're doing. Ain't nothing wrong with pantry. That's not bad. I don't know. I guess I'll need to get on hillbilly. I don't know the difference between jasmine rice and white rice. So.
Rice. They're neither one of them have any real nutrients to it. So what's the difference?
Just carbohydrate. Yeah. But the white rice stores longer than the brown rice, though. But canning's not. And if you buy a new canner, it comes with a book that tells you how to do everything. You don't know nothing about that. Thing I don't know nothing about. I've never heard of water bath canning. I don't know any of that. Now, there's something I've wanted to try, but it's risky. I want to try using boil water, put the jars in there, get it hot, get the jars hot, set them out, and then take the cooked food and put in there. The food started cooking, roaring hot. Put it in a jar and then close it while it's still boiling hot, and see if it will seal. The thing about that is there's always the potential for airborne pathogens or whatever bacteria to get in there. It's possible. I think it would work, but it's there's a chance for bad things.
Can't water bath canned meat or stuff with high acid content. It's good for fruits, some veggies.
Oh, okay. I'll Google it. Let me write that down. Water bath canning. Oh. And you can shine. I think you just put it in the jar and put a lid on it. It'll be fine. Keep it out of the sun. Don't let it get too hot. It might pressure up and break the jar, and then you'll be out of your shine. Somebody explain to me the importance of Mylar, other than UV.
But if you pre-cooked your meat, it would work, right?
Right. Oh. What did I bless him? I missed something.
By saying, what's the importance of Mylar?
Oh.
You can't buy Mylar in this town. You have to order it, and I've never taken
I don't know what it does.
Mylar is ability to form an airtight seal and barrier. UMP resistant.
What is the EMP gonna do to my rice and beans?
Maybe it's gonna make the corn pop.
Was it gonna now there? If it popped the corn, that would be harsh. Now I put stuff in Mayan bags. That's Mayan bag, and you leave it alone.
The high pressure canning gets the temperature high enough to kill botulism. Okay.
Yeah, we don't like botulism. We're gonna kill it. Even if the meat is pre-cooked, there's still run the risk of botulism. Oh, look at Larry Yetta there being all smart and stuff. I mean, and I really didn't know. Like I say, I mean, we bought a used canner and didn't have a book with it. We're making this stuff up as we go. I watched this guy, BA, and his wife Sippy cook some stuff, can some stuff. As to what they do. Except for the sausage, I made that up myself. You can make your own Spam, people. Yeah, you can. You can can your own meatloaf. You can. You can. You can. You can. And just FYI, don't get peanuts and then eat like half the jar and then leave them in the truck for a month and find them again and think, they're in the jar, they'll be fine, and then eat them. I'm pretty sure that's why my stomach tore up. They're good peanuts, so I thought they were good. They tasted fine. Yeah, you can't get anything like that local. The beauty of it, Robert, if you're making your own Spam, it doesn't have to be like the Spam that you buy. And I like Spam. I don't know, Daniel. I'm pretty sure no.
You could, but they're not gonna last long enough.
They're not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you want to can cookies. You could just vacuum seal the components and then later on. How many pancakes do we have vacuum sealed? Vacuum packed? I don't know, like.
How many what?
Pancakes? Like,
oh gosh.
A crap ton of pancakes in there.
I don't know.
We found a really cool deal on pancake mix.
A year supply of pancakes.
We got a year supply of pancakes. We might not have nothing else to eat. We could eat us some pancakes. Okay. It's cheaper. You can buy pancake mix cheaper than flour. They something up. But they're good. I mean, of course, you don't want to prep something that you're not going to enjoy. So we have to test the pancakes pancake mix when we get it. So we do. It's not cheaper than flour, but still. Walmart, Rob.
Uncle Al.
Later, Uncle Al. It's I forget what the stinking bag of mix costs now.
What?
The pancake mix.
I don't remember exactly, but it was under $9.
It's under $9 for a bag of pancake mix. That'll make 640 pancakes. Not pancakes like we eat or that we make, but the little 4 or 5 inch pancakes. 4 inch. I think it's 4 inch. It'll make 644 inch pancakes. And all right, Just we'll see you in a bit. What does he not like?
Maple syrup has very long shelf life. Not at our store. We can't find nothing over 6 and 8 months right now.
Yeah, the maple syrup doesn't. Now molasses has a good long shelf. Honey and regular processed sugar does not go. Sugar kept dry is sugar. Okay. Honey kept sealed is honey. Even when it crystallizes, it's still just sugar.
Vera said, hello, sir. I love your channel and content.
Well, hello, Rivera, sir. Welcome aboard. You can dry rice, noodles, and spaghetti just to do it. Did it work out? Have you opened it to see if it was edible? What the? Well, that's not too bad. Just we use just regular. We don't put stuff straight in the bucket. Okay.
I don't want to open a bucket and have 5 gallons of rice staring at my face.
Yeah.
I have to worry about keeping bugs out of the rice.
Bugs and mice and this
if
and
I
everything
had
else.
to live without electricity and running water as a normal piece of my life, I don't want a bucket sitting opened.
Yeah.
That's why I pre-package everything.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Tracing Berry, hello. Who else I miss saying hi to? Carol Washer.
And you bones still in it. And you can squirrel legs or something with bones still in it. If you got a big enough jar, maybe.
If it'll fit in the jar and you leave it in the pressure cooker long enough, you can anything. They can pig's feet. That's got bones in it.
I remember used to Ossops would always have those pig's feet
sitting on the counter.
It was so disgusting.
Hey, JC Miller. How's life at your end of it? And Robert, that's not as silly as it sounds. My
dad's family used to can carpet.
Hello, Corey Sayer. I'm probably not saying that right. My bad. Yeah, canning fish. What do you call? What's tuna or what's salmon? What's mackerel? What's those little fishes in the flat can? Dadgummit, I love those. Rob Hush, man, there ain't nothing wrong with carp. You just got to know what you're doing. Sardines, yeah, sardines. If you like sardines and you don't want to eat carp, there's a problem there. There's something off. I'm not saying that you're crazy, brother, but I'm saying that you might be slightly unbalanced. And we need to hurry up and get out there and get them thinking ghillie thingies made and get out there and shoot some birds. You're not eating carp. All right. Signature move. Be right back. Just roused them out of coffee.
And Corey said you said it right. It sounds like Sayer. Killdeer's out. I don't know if you saw it.
Later, Killdeer. Oh.
And did you hear me that Corey Sayer said you said it right?
Cool. Well, welcome aboard, Corey. Oh. I love playing that game. I always feed weird stuff to my kids. Have I told y'all the story about the roadside place where you can stop by this one tourist attraction and they sell roadkill on a stick? I love that stuff. It's just chicken jerky, or some kind of jerky. I don't know. It's real thin jerky, but it's cut out in the shape of little dead animals, lizards, squirrels, whatever. You know, the corn dog sticks.
LS West used to do that to our kids too.
Yeah. The corn dog sticks or whatever, the little cut out of jerky of the dead animal, little roadkill is on there. I love driving by that place because you could get it and the kids would never want to eat your jerky because they were like, "What is that?" You hold it up and it looked like a little dead squirrel. And then like, I love that place. Okay. People, seriously, y'all are hurting me. How many of you people in here that are saying you don't want to eat carp have eaten a tilapia? Okay. I mean, sheep's head. Do you eat a sheep head? How about let me think.
The carp, apparently, if you pressure cook it, it's good.
It's the bones. But see, that's people don't realize that you can knife all the bones out before you ever cook it the other way.
I've never eaten carp. It tastes like fish, I'm sure.
Exactly. I'm going to try to feed you carp. Pike. Pike is a bony fish. Yeah, pike.
Tilapia is just a trash fish.
Tilapia is the same kind of fish as a carp. Tilapia make their living eating the poop of other animals.
They're a filter fish.
They're a filter fish. They were imported to the United States to clean up sewage, water. Yeah. Okay. There you go. And then they feed them to you. I'm just saying. It's gross. Carp is good eating. Soon as I get a chance, I'll go fish and I'll try to catch 3 or 4. Catching carp is like one of my favorite. I mean, the act of getting the carp from the water to the shore is a blast. You talk about a fish that does not want to come out of the water. That's a carp. Okay. Anyway, carp has a red, bloody section of meat down the outside of their body. You know, after you take the skin off, you can find it. You just cut that out. Leave white meat on either side of it. Cut that red out and throw it away. You get rid of the bones and the overbearingly heavy, heavy fish taste. The rest of it, it's white and flaky. It's good stuff. And even if you want it to taste good after you do everything else and you're just cutting it up to pressure can it, cut that dark meat out and you still improve the flavor of your fish. It's that simple. And yes, they're using blah, whatever, to fertilize the plants. They eat poop and they poop poop.
Bash matrix.
Yeah, I mean, pike, you got to get they call them Y bones. You got to get rid of the Y bones. Oh, I love catfish. Catfish, and that's uh, Bash Matrix. Welcome aboard. Have I missed anybody else? And I apologize if I missed saying hi to AC103. I see somebody saying hi to you, so that I know I missed you. They put ugly sticks on sale at the Walmart here. They screwed up. They got like a shipment in, too many of them, and they put them on clearance. I've got 2 of them now. I paid $19 for them with the reel and everything. They're back up to $40. They figured out what they'd done wrong, but it's too late. I done bought mine. So
That's not what I said.
wait a minute.
See, 103 said he's been here the whole time he has.
Okay, I just didn't see you. Where are you in? Or West Wind, you and my wife talking about going into marijuana business?
No, I said nothing about that. That's not what I said.
Okay. Just checking. Hey, some lifestyle changes coming in my future. I really need to know about it. Yeah, I was like excited and yeah, I like them. Okay, you were saying you wanted an aquaponic setup, and he was saying he wanted to grow pot with his aquaponic setup. That's what we were talking about? Okay. Kick your butt out. You open a munchie door, store next door. I'm just gonna open up a freaking hot dog stand right next to the marijuana place, dude. I'll be like all the guys out there trying to get rich, finding gold and stuff, and then you got the guy getting down the, looks ragtag poor, looks like he's starving to death with his little dry goods store or his restaurant and everything. Everybody's bringing their gold in, and he ain't digging up nothing but his little pouch full of gold fills up every day. Just magically, he turns an egg worth 3 cents into 5 cents every time he cracks it open and puts it on a skillet. Ha 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 ha! That's funny. But growing your own food, getting ahead of the deal. You can grow even if you're in an apartment, if you've got a window that gets natural sunlight, you can grow your own little garden. At least you'll know what it takes to grow a garden. Uh, Robert, how well did tomatoes grow in a window? Are you still in here? Robert Painless. Sir Robert of the North. How's your window garden going?
The other Robert more. He said he has tomatoes and carrots growing in his window.
Yeah. I mean, it's we would have to rearrange our furniture to have, but those two windows right there, we could have a little patch garden growing right there the whole time. No, but you need to do a video about how to do that, Mr. J.C. Miller Cross Blessed Outdoors. I've tried the upside down tomato plant thing. I forgot to water it a couple of weeks in a row and it died. I like those lights, but man, they're $80 a pop. You'd have to grow a lot of food to pay for an $80 light. So I mean, but they don't take much juice. That's the beauty of it. But you know, you can run them off solar, I think. They're actually a really cool deal. I'm not dissing the guy's lights at all.
Turn
but
your camera off. Palemento's in here.
Oh.
He wouldn't grab it.
Well, I almost clicked the stop broadcast. Huh? Almost clicked the wrong button. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. And man, I wish you could tell me how to do that. I'm actually down a lot. These things are mostly air, and I hold on to them. I don't know if I ever actually smoke a cigarette anymore. I just like puff on them every once in a while. As one of the guys in here is freshly off of the tobacco habit, I discontinued showing myself partaking. So here's your video back, because I'll put it out. I shall endeavor to persevere to not do it again. I need to wash my coffee cup. What else we need to talk about? We didn't really talk about. I had like a list of things I want to talk about on the food, but we're way past trying to stick with that plan. You think about prepping. There's some stuff that my wife has brought up that I never thought about, and we've got them prepped now. They're real easy, but just stuff I didn't think about. Everybody's like, batteries, this, that, everything else. We have toothbrushes. We have toothbrushes in our buckets. The little, almost spilled them. Little dental floss thingies or whatever. Put them in the buckets. I mean, the last thing you need to do is go to the dentist in Tiawaki. That guy's got he's got a pair of pliers and a hammer. You're not going to enjoy it. What? Yes.
Long port in your pantry.
Yes. Yes. Yes, BJ. That's exactly what I was talking about. I meant like instead of live out of your pantry, like most of us do. Uh, if our pantry wasn't a discouraging mess right now, I would Instagram y'all a picture of it and y'all could all look at it. We've actually gotten far enough ahead on our pantry that there are groceries sitting in the floor. Not going to complain. That will be rectified hopefully tomorrow as I build another set of shelves. So, yeah, it's store food. I'm upset with Walmart. They no longer carry those twofer packs of the totes that we like. We're gonna have to figure out something else. That was the most financially feasible way to do it. We can get the same size totes with a different lid, but they're $2 more a tote. So it is. It's when you start because you can't just stack it up on the floor. I mean, can you imagine trying to rotate your food stores if you were just if it was all stacked on the floor and you didn't have some way to go you know back to front without having to move everything. That thing that Pastor Joe had where the cans roll down or whatever, I thought about doing one of those, but that's just like it'd make the rotation real easy, but that'd be a lot of work, and there's a lot of air, and until I've got more room to play around with, I do not have room for air. I mean, my canned goods don't actually need to breathe. I don't think so. It was a really cool deal. Hey, just Abe. How'd you know your train ride? No, I have not. Palmetto. That sounds a bit interesting. I just became curious about something. You said that though, and now I've got this thing in my brain. I can see the pieces flying around in the air and coming together and turning into this thing. Um, hmm. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to Google that. Search it on YouTube. See how it's all playing out. Let's see how it works. It's definitely tape measure time. I'm gonna have to start thinking about something else because I want to just get up now and go in and do some measuring and start building something. I'm still trying to find somebody that'll let me use their property for a couple of weeks to do a wilderness living challenge type thing. Everybody's like, yeah, go out there for a day or two. No, I need to be able to go out there for a couple of 3 weeks. Construction is art. What are those shears?
Not shears. Why did it change what I wrote?
I don't know. You said you were going to Palouse brand shears.
I know, and I typed the word again that I actually said, and it just auto-corrected it again. So let me put the correct word unauto-corrected.
JC Miller, you're not in Texas, though, brother. You're like a little ways off.
Savage came in.
Hey, Savage.
Oh, wow. Why on earth would you think I said shears when I typed wheat?
I don't know. Only do killing and butchering. Which state, JC? And I should know that I know, but for those of y'all that don't know, I have short-term memory issues. So, you can ask me a question about. Oh, see, that's tempting. I like Utah. How much room I got to play in? I can make it. I can be in Utah in what, 20 hours? I ain't going in the wintertime. Ain't crazy. But,
Isaac says I have returned.
hey, Isaac, I missed you leaving. Sorry. Yeah, Savage. I don't know. I don't know what those two got going on. You gotta keep up with your wife apparently, because they can change on you in a heartbeat. You never know what's going on. Y'all bear with me. I'm having a twitch on my face. Feels like there's a hair tickling across my face, but it's not.
Up here first 10 hours.
What? Hey, Dad. All kinds of stuff, Dad. We were talking about how NASA didn't really go to the moon and stuff.
Where is Ella?
That's Utah, I said. You're. Hey, give me. I don't know what to do with the package. You're Colorado, right?
Good stuff.
Yes, it's dead. Yeah, exactly. It really is. Yeah, Dad, apparently my wife and Westwind are gonna get into aquaponics and uh, eat tilapia and grow medicinal glaucoma medicine and stuff, and grow their hair real long and paint daisies on the side of their 4D Econo line. Hey, Rob, I was talking to you a while ago and you didn't answer me. Why wasn't you talking back? I can't remember what I was asking you now.
I talk back and you tell me to quit talking back. Now you tell Rob to talk back.
Hers different. What was I asking Rob? Well, oh, about the tomatoes. How well tomatoes grow in your window? Corey. Uh, Advice from someone in the middle of a relationship turmoil. Yes, dear. I'm sorry, dear. I'll get the dishes done right now, dear. Would you like me to fold and put up that laundry, dear? And here's my paycheck, dear.
Whatever.
Okay, that paycheck thing was maybe a little bit. Here's my imitation paycheck. No, guy depends on what's causing the turmoil. See, like when me and the missus have trouble, it's always her fault. So there's nothing I can do about it. Usually after a while, she comes to terms with the fact that she's not being the kind of wife she should be, and she just backs off of it, and everything goes back to normal. They're right back.
Huh.
Or something. Is that unsafe? No,
Somebody just crow in your window. Window tomatoes and then palmetto.
Yeah.
Tomatoes go in your window. That's fair.
tomatoes grow in your window. Now, in a window. Honestly, yeah, first step. Let me switch over into pasture mode for all those in the sound of my voice. You have in a relationship. the two physical bodies involved, the two fleshy beings involved, have to realize that there are two people that are equally important in the relationship. Equally important in the relationship. Each one has needs. Each one has desires. Later, Palmetto. But if those two individuals do not realize that you have made a commitment for those wants and desires to become one and to go to the same goal, it's not going to work out. And there's the other end of it. It doesn't matter how good you are at the understanding and the forgiving and the working together and the combining your life. It's never going to hold up if you don't have a third party involved. And that third party is God.
It should be centered around
him. And he's got to be it. If both of y'all have the same ideas about where it should go, then you'll get there. And it gets a whole lot deeper after that, but that's a place you got to start. I don't think it's not going to work out real well, say, if one of you is a Baptist and one of you is Catholic either. The rules are too different. It's tricky enough if one of you Church of Christ and the other one's Assembly of God. And it needs to be old school. God first, not this new stuff, not this God loves everybody and everything's okay stuff. It's got to be, you gotta live your life with God's rules, and it'll work out. I don't know who did what. I don't know if it's I just don't know. But the more involved you are in the world and the way the world's going, the harder it's going to be for a relationship to last. Society today is designed to tear families apart. It wants everything to be temporary. It's they don't want families. They don't want moms and dads. They want baby mama and baby daddy, and that's it. So go old school. 75 and 85-year anniversaries used to be the norm. I mean, if somebody was 110 years old, they had celebrated an 80-year anniversary somewhere. We're down the line. It's
the opposite. He's feeling smothered. Everybody's got to have their own time.
You're smothering her. Or you actually...
Him. It's a friend.
A friend.
Roommate.
His roommate? Oh. Hold on a minute. I got to switch off Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was finna be real.
Keep that in mind. God first.
Yeah, God first. But you can't... If he's trying to treat her like a piece of property, it ain't never going to work. He needs to remember that. And if she had friends before they got together, and all of a sudden she ain't allowed to be anything but his, ain't gonna work neither. So, I'll tell you that much right now. Maybe she just needs to... No, I'm just joking. I was going to say something ugly that just completely negated all the good stuff I said. So. metaphysics. Not going to disrespect it, but metaphysics and
Bruce
they're
Clark,
different.
The channel and the content, and I appreciate the time and effort you all put into this.
See that?
Bruce Clark.
Thank you, Bruce Clark. We take some time, a little energy, and a little thought. Does anybody got any more questions about food? Let's switch back to food. Like, oh, yeah, just one more year to go, and she'll take the burr out from under my saddle. She keeps promising. The I don't know. I don't want to wake up a day without. Yeah, I know that. That's what I mean. Me and Mrs. have been truly blessed in the fact that, you know, I really hope that we fade together. I'll go right behind her. She goes first. I know that. Hey, H and X.
Not even in chambers. And chambers are carried guns, so I would have a word in if I heard it. I was always suspicious that my ex-wife was with him. All that was.
Oh yeah. Y'all had some trust issues, Westwood. That's all. Well, that's just the way that is. Um. Well, that's the difference between me and like my belief in metaphysics. To me, God's not an unknown. So, I mean, the Creator is a known thing. There's proof of Him everywhere. The fact that I can pour coffee in this cup is proof that God exists. So, for me, that's the way it is. Do you want some more coffee, baby? I'm gonna go get some. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Roll switch, guys. I'm getting her coffee tonight. I just have to stare at my beautiful wall. Let it go.
Oh, it was Surrey.
Oh, God. I may have to get off here and call him back, guys. That's work. Oh, can't make the money, man. Yeah, I don't have life insurance. I'm real old school on that. My life insurance is my kids. Y'all know that's what honor your mother and father means in the Bible. I mean, you're supposed to do what they say, but then when your mother and father get in their latter years, you're supposed to take care of them. You. Um, that's why a lot of the laws were in place to make sure that you raise kids that would take care of you. That's why the one deal where if a man died before he had given his wife a child, then the brother was supposed to take up the slack and give a child later, BJ, because it was the child that was your retirement. Children honor your parents. They raised you. You make sure they finish out their years without starving to death, without living on the street. Yep, that's in there. It's actually really good, man. Come to find out, it's actually quite the delicacy. I didn't realize that. It's not a bad deal at all. Uh, if I had to compare it straight across the board to squirrel or rabbit, actually to me it was actually better than rabbit. I'm sorry, it was really good. So yeah, rat's on the menu. I don't know about black rat or brown rat, but regular field rat, the white-throated wood rat, yeah. But the black rats, the ones that come over from Europe that like had the plague and stuff. I don't know about all that. Yeah. Hold on. Going to be audio only, guys. Don't everybody freak out at the same time. I'm turning the camera off. No, rat, Rob. Rat. Hey, rat. My dog is snoring, in case y'all are wondering. Ooh, y'all talking credit, destroying stuff. Hey, Grouchy. Potassium. That's rat. That's the deal. People are like, I like rabbit. Rabbit's good. Okay, rabbit and rat. What's the difference? Oh, wait, one of them has a tail, a long tail, and the other has a short, fluffy tail. I mean, they're the same animal. Rats get a bad rap. Okay, they really do. What are you doing out, Grouchy? Rabbit starvation is because rabbits are high in protein but low in everything else. There's no fats or anything. When you eat rabbit in a survival situation, you eat their brain. You do not go for a headshot on a rabbit in a survival situation. You either snare them or go for a neck or body shot, lung and hearts. Losing the heart and the lungs is not that big a deal. You want to be able to eat the brain. You, in a survival situation, you do not tear the hide off of the rabbit. You scald the rabbit and you rub the fur off of the rabbit. Then you eat the skin and everything. That's the only way to get enough fat from rabbit to survive. Prickly pear berries are delicious. Yeah. It's serious. I mean, the brains are made up of I mean, your brain's basically a big glob of fat, people. Um, and rabbit starvation will take you out. And that's the other thing. The rabbit has done all the collecting for you. It has stored all the edible plants in its own stomach. You boil and eat the stomach. It's not going to taste really, really good, but you can eat it. And then you get your vegetables. Porcupine is really good unless you boil it in the lake. Okay. We didn't have water. We weren't planning on winding it with the porcupine. Okay. But porcupine is really good. Just I strongly suggest you boil it in anything but the lake water, because then it tastes like the lake water.
I swear to God, I saw a real zombie person spell last week. That was just a lefty.
Might have been Pelosi. I don't know.
What did you answer, Grouchy, when you said what about porcupine?
Yeah, porcupine's good. Just, I mean, did I ever put that? Yeah, I put it on YouTube. Porcupine's good. It's actually really a fatty guy. I mean, porcupine's got a lot of fat on it. The downside to it is that a lot of the fat is on the hide. You can burn the quills off of it, but it takes a while. But if you can, you go ahead and you skin the animal, or you burn off the quills, then you skin the animal, and then you make a stock. You boil the hide, and the fats and stuff will come out of the skin and everything, and it'll collect in the water, and you get the fat out of the hide. Okay, your phone is having a blast over there, honey.
What did it say now?
Ho, how, ho, how. Pine needles. Yeah, pine needles are, you can get your vitamins from pine needles. There's several other grasses out there. There's a lot of things that you can get your vitamins and minerals and stuff from, but you've got to be careful with eating too much of it, because it has other stuff. You know, it's got too many vitamins. It's got too many minerals in it. So you've got to be careful about eating a whole lot of wild greens unless you know what's going on. Hey, Foco. All right, Corey, have a good one. Good luck to your friend and relationship and everything.
There, throw in an extra GN. It's just doubling everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, or maybe it's not picking it up. Okay. I was watching my mic to see if it was picking up the movie. It's weird the things that YouTube will hit you with a copyright strike for. Sid's dad, that horsehoof mushroom stuff, I couldn't get that stuff. Once it takes, it's lit. You can't put it out. Just be careful with that. All right, good night, Sid's dad. And see, some of the stuff we call cedar around here, Rob, is actually juniper and stuff. We got to be careful with some of the stuff we talk. Ezekiel, I don't know. I don't know, Grouchy, on that. I'm not a guru on that. There's some of the mushrooms out there people use for fire tender, like the horse hoof mushroom. It's actually, you can make a tea out of it, but you can't like drink a lot of it, but it's medicinal. I don't know. I'll think about it. I've got several things people have wanted me to look into. You're welcome to post some questions on my community section on my page, though. You never know, you might inspire me to do something. Medicine videos and such. All right. Seriously, though, that phone call a while ago, I got to get off of here. Call the man back. It's, don't give pregnant women juniper. Oh, that's fine. Fine, Bruce. Um, I'll be back on tomorrow night around 8:30ish, 8:30 my time, which is Central Mountain, whatever. That might have been it, Rob. I don't know. Anyway, love all y'all. God bless y'all. See y'all tomorrow night after SOS podcast. Uh, him and Sippy get through talking, I'll jump on. So anyway, I got to go do a little bit of customer relations and all that stuff. So God bless y'all. Y'all still out. Don't die.